Coming up on News Channel 13 live at 11, how bad is business in the capital region? We'll hear from one man who is closing his store after 100 years.
Also, parents and police in an emergency meeting to save a local school. The full report is next.
Next on News Channel 13 live at 11, an area city hall catches fire and the wine may be just a little sweeter this year. Also, some local parents think they have reason to fear the place where their children go to school. The full report just seconds away.
This is the Capital Region's #1 late news. News Channel 13, live at 11.
Tonight's top story, a local retailer is calling it quits after a century of serving the capital region. Good evening, I'm Ed Dague.
I'm Chris Kapostasy. M. Solomon is going out of business. And what its owners have to say about the local economy doesn't bode well for other area businesses. Bill Lambdin is outside M. Solomon's store at Latham Farms, and he joins us live with more. Bill?
Chris and Ed, exactly 100 years after Morris Solomon started the retail business in Albany, his grandson Richard is closing the last store. The signs have just gone up and the customers haven't stopped calling or coming in. But that's not the way the business had been going.
We found that the customers are extremely skittish. They are really very, very selective about what they buy.
Started exactly 100 years ago, M. Solomon once had 5 stores in the area. This Latham Farms location opened 2 years ago as the one remaining store, but now it too will be selling to the bare walls.
I was very surprised, but I suppose it has to do with the economy and the fact that there aren't so many big social events today.
Periodically, M. Solomon has been the focus of demonstrations by animal activists unhappy that the store sells furs and leather. Dr. Holly Cheever was not sorry to hear the retailing was being closed out, although Richard Solomon insists the furs remained the best part of his sales.
No, that's never been a factor up in this neck of the woods. It's there are very few people up here with that kind of an attitude.
And as if to prove that point, Solomon says that he will continue his fur storage and repair business. But the store is closing down. Of the 20 people currently working for M. Solomon, only about 5 are going to retain jobs. The other 15 will be out of work. Chris?
Do they know exactly when they'll be closing?
Well, the plan is to sell down everything, including the fixtures, within the next 60 days and close by the end of November.
Thanks, Bill. Bill Lambdin in Latham. And Solomon's isn't alone in its money woes tonight. The Caldor Corporation, which operates 5 local stores, filed for bankruptcy today, citing competition from Walmart and other discount chains. All of the Caldor stores are staying open for now. Walmart is opening its store in Bennington tomorrow morning. It will be the first Walmart in the state of Vermont, and when it opens, the company will have stores in all 50 states.
Residents in one local school district are trying to get sex and alcohol and drugs off their kids' playground. Parents and police met tonight in an emergency neighborhood watch meeting. Mark Mulholland was there. He joins us now live from School 16 in Albany. Mark.
Ed, neighbors of this playground say it's just not safe for their kids to play here. They point to an incident several months ago in which a man was arrested for an open container violation. Police searched him and found 7 packets of crack cocaine. Neighbors say there's more than just child's play going on in this playground. This graffiti seems to be the most minor problem.
Continuous late-night disorderly crowds in this playground all summer long, the felony drug arrests, the cases of arson. It's been a rough summer here.
Part of the problem with this playground is it's hidden from public view, and passers-by and neighbors can't see what's going on in here. Nadeau and other Pine Hills residents met in an emergency meeting with Albany police. Neighbors described lewd sexual behavior and violence on the playground. Marcia Dingley's son was nearly killed on the School 16 playground.
He was viciously assaulted. He was punched in the face. He was kicked while he was on the ground. He had several bones broken in his face. His nose was under his eye.
His son has recovered from the assault. His attacker was arrested. Those meeting here are trying to find a way to prevent more problems. Neighbors discussed several possible solutions, including building a chain-link fence and increasing the lighting. Now, everyone seemed to be in favor of increasing the lighting. However, not everyone agreed on whether to build a chain-link fence. Ed?
So where do they go next then with even the lighting? To the school board, I assume.
Right, they need to address it with the school board and the city because this is a park within the city and it's a city school, so they need to take it up with both of those agencies.
Mark Mulholland at School 16 in Albany. Thank you.
We hope to find out more tomorrow about a body found in the Catskill Creek today. Fishermen found the body in shallow water under the Black Bridge. So far, officials are only able to tell us that it was the body of an Hispanic man. An autopsy tomorrow should determine how he died.
One of Albany's youngest murder defendants ever is going to prison, but that wasn't enough for the victim's mother. 16-year-old Amadou Knox was convicted in the shooting death of 21-year-old Michael Myers of Queens Hollow. Myers and a friend were in Albany's South End last October, possibly buying drugs, when Knox and two others robbed them. Then there was gunfire. Because Knox was only 15 at the time, by law, he gets just 9 years to life.
And maybe someday we can change that, you know, and start punishing kids for the crimes that they're committing. Why did this kid have to shoot him? I mean, he got what he wanted from Mike, you know, and it's like, why? And I guess I'll never have the answer to that.
Lori Myers says if she's alive when Knox goes before a parole board, she plans to be there.
State prison inmates' lawsuits clog the court system and cost the state millions to defend. Their lawsuits are over everything from alleged beatings to cold or stale food, but the real motivation may be boredom. Monica Mahaffey is here live with more on this story.
Chris, an inmate's life is very structured with very little recreation time. So some inmates file lawsuits that they really believe in. Others use the law library as a diversion from prison life.
Retried me.
Carl Fisher believes he is wrongfully imprisoned, that his robbery conviction was illegal. He has used all the money he's earned in prison to file 33 lawsuits, placing him within the ranks of New York's 10 most litigious inmates.
I'm not honored to be in the category of frivolous lawsuits. You know, I mean, I don't feel that, I hope I'm the one out of the 10 that every lawsuit is relevant because it's filed for constitutional reasons.
Fisher supports Attorney General Dennis Vacco's wish to stop frivolous lawsuits, but he'd rather it be done by extending frivolous filers' sentences than by charging a fee.